snowed. December 1st, in Northeast Ohio, we had our first big snowfall for the season. It is the day after that. Warmer today, it's 39 degrees right now, so it's not too bad. It's kind of comfortable, tolerable, I should say. And so I just wanted to come out and give a little garden update. It's looking pretty pitiful. Everything's mostly dead, but there's some things that are not dead, and I'm gonna check them out with you, and also see how the root vegetables fared because they got covered in snow, and I'm curious to see what happened there. So let's get to it. I don't want to be out here too long. So first thing I wanted to check on were the snow peas. These are Green Beauty Blush snow peas from Baker Creek, and when I checked on them yesterday, all of these were completely covered with snow. It looks like it's melted off, fallen off today. So let's see what happened. We have a blossom hanging on. That's pretty impressive. Looks like quite a bit of damage to the leaves, frost damage. Here's a pea pod I had missed that looks like it has also been damaged, so I'll be interested to see what happens here. I mean, here's another blossom, so I don't know what's gonna happen with these peas. They are supposed to be very frost hardy, but we did have a very heavy frost and they were covered a night and into the next day with snow. Here are some pods. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick these. So there are a bunch more snow pea pods on these ones over here. And the peas inside don't feel very big, but the pods, I don't think they're gonna recover from the cold. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pick them. Sweet thing. You know, these blossoms, they don't look like they've been damaged. So I'm really thinking that they're gonna survive. And on my fall garden tour, I showed these before, but like these pea pods are pretty big. Here in my hand. And this variety is known to have really big pods. They're also very sweet and tender even when they're that big. They don't get bitter. Which is really nice and a change in variety. And then the last trellis, I mean, look at, I just can't get over how these blossoms look. They're not frozen, they're not falling off and dying. I mean, they really stood up and I'm very surprised. Look at those. All of my pretty zinnias have been toppled over. This really pretty Eden climbing rose seems to be doing well and growing up the trellis. So this will be the star of this trellis next year. I mean, everything else is just completely covered. Any life that was in here is not now. It's getting dark. So in here, this is what I wanted to check out to see how the turnips did and beets, and I have some carrots in here. This was all very heavily mulched, and I'm very curious to see how it fared underground. I'm just gonna pull. Ah! All right. So, things seem to be okay. Some nice turnips, rescued from the snow. smells very earthy in here. So at the beginning of the year, I don't think I ever anticipated that I'd be out in my garden at 5 o'clock in the evening when it's almost dark. You can tell I'm like have very little light. And I'm harvesting turnips on December 2nd. Oh, these are some little ones. These are all good. These are good. The ground is not frozen. So there's my little haul of turnips there. I'm gonna have to get those in a bag, and I did want to check the beets. A very tiny beet. So we are getting some stuff in there. The turnips are so good. Beets seem to be good. I've got carrots buried. It is quickly getting dark so fast. Before it gets too dark, I want to take a peek in the low tunnel to see how everything held up. All right, it's dark in here, but it looks like everything has survived. It's quite a bit warmer in here. I have a bunch of snow pushing on the sides. I need to knock that off. It's crushing some of my chard. But look at all those lettuces. I know it's a little dark and blurry. So yeah, this is exciting. Looks like everything in here survived just fine over the frost and the snow we had last night. That's really cool and very exciting. Okay, so it got really dark out, but I did want to show you what we got. So all of these turnips and some beets and peas, all harvested on December 2nd with several inches of snow on top. And they are so nice, pretty. So I think I'm gonna cut up a couple of the turnips and roast them for dinner, along with some spaghetti and my homemade tomato sauce. So I've got that stuff started. I'm just so impressed with how nice these turned out. And they were so unbothered by all the snow. These peas are so sweet. Even though they got frozen last night, they didn't, like, they're not hard, they're not tough. They're really tender, they're really sweet. If you live in a northern area, I would still recommend these for your fall garden and winter garden. We're gonna see how long they keep producing for us. Ooh, definitely have like a little spicy bite to it, a turnip, but it's good. Okay, so we have ground turkey browning, and I'm gonna go get some sauce. So I know the lighting is terrible in my kitchen, but I just thought it's funny, like, so my first time I canned my sauce was on August 31st, and like I know this is my waterier sauce, like it's really thin. And then I have like my better sauce, my good sauce, which is like the ones that were done in September, at the end of September. So it's funny, like every time I make spaghetti, I'm always grabbing a jar of my 831 sauce, knowing like how thin it is, and then I grab a good sauce to mix with it, so that way I'm not just favoring the good sauce, the better tasting sauce, and I'm using both of them up. I just thought it was kind of funny, and was wondering if like other people do the same thing where they have a sauce that they made and they know it's like not as good, so they mix it with like the good sauce, just so you're not like favoring one over the other. So it's just like a weird thing that I do, but it's like thinking like, oh, I'm sure I'm not alone in that. Other people have to do that too.
These actually taste like carrots and apples cooked together.
And that's
made together.
That's your opinion of the turnips?
Yes.
Did anyone tell you to say that? No, you brought that up on your own. That's so funny. A mixture of a turnip and an apple.
That was an apple taste and a carrot. More carroty.
Or yeah, that's what you said. A carrot and an apple makes a turnip. So you like them. You don't want me to cook yours for dinner? You want yours to be raw? I'm glad you like them. It's always good to find...
And I'm doing all this for the Battle Pass. Fortnite Season 2, Chapter 5.
Yeah, you're working to earn the Battle Pass money.
And money too, cause I'm gonna be cleaning. Okay. After I wipe down your desk, I'm gonna show you yours.
Okay. You're so cute. Not super familiar cooking turnips. So I want to let them get soft a little bit and then figure out like if it needs any more seasoning on it. These turnips are just about done. How nice they're looking. And with some salt and pepper and garlic powder, because we like lots of garlic here. And they're just about done. Ooh. I'm gonna try one of these turnips. It just tastes like a fried potato. It's like a home fry with like just a hint of like a cabbagey flavor. Potato home fry with a hint of cabbage. But it's good. Yeah, it's good. What do you think of it?
Potato.
Does it taste like potato?
Yeah. Anthony.
Would you eat them again?
No.
No? But they taste like potatoes.
You think I'm weird?
Hi, I hope you enjoyed watching this video and had as much fun picking vegetables with me out of my garden and then putting them right to my table. So it's pretty cool that root vegetables can survive over winter, under snow, and in the same evening you can make a fresh meal out of them that even your kids seem to be okay with. So thanks for watching, and as always, please do something you love today.